Hey guys, Chris here. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my review, my opinion, my verdict on the Dynaudio confident sound system in this Xpeng G9. It is easily and by far the best sound system in any Chinese car I have tested to date. It is the only Chinese car, the only sound system in a Chinese car that even comes close to performing as well as the specs may suggest when it comes to the number of speakers, when it comes to amplifier output and channels of output. And in today's video, I'm going to talk all about it. Just to be very clear and completely honest with you guys, this really isn't an audio test where we're doing instrumented testing. We're not going to be able to measure frequency response. We're not going to be able to measure the sound signature. This is more my opinion based on the cars I've owned. But what I want to do in the future on this channel, if you guys like these types of videos, is actual instrumented testing of sound systems in cars. Because I don't think there are any YouTube channels out there that do this on a regular basis. So I want to do it because I'm really fond of listening to music. I think a good audio system, especially in a premium or a luxury car, really is essential to the ownership experience and is something I look for when buying a car. So I think, doing proper testing and also doing these reviews and me over time becoming better at explaining to you guys what's the difference between good and bad sound systems is something I want to do. So let me know in the comment section down below if this is something you guys want. With that out of the way, I want to talk a little bit about my reference point, because with sound systems, it can be very subjective what you think sounds good. I mean, you can do different settings, you can change the equalizer settings, and in some cars you can even adjust the sound stage. So what you may prefer may be different to other people. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of background. So this is an Xpeng G9, which is positioned as a luxury, a premium electric SUV that competes with the likes of the Audi Q8 e-tron and Mercedes EQC. Both cars I have a lot of experience with. I've owned an Audi Q8 e-tron pre-facelift with the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which was overall a very, very good sound system, bringing on greatness. I've also spent countless of hours behind the wheel of a Mercedes EQC with the Burmester sound system, and that is also a very good sound system. The difference between those two sound systems in those two cars is that the Mercedes is a little bit more warm, maybe a little bit more forward in its audio presentation, where the Audi, the Bang & Olufsen system, is a little bit more neutral and flat, but it has a really simple equalizer, and the highs aren't too bright, which means you can actually push the different equalizer settings quite a bit in different areas without the sound system becoming too muddy, without the audio at high frequency becoming too bright and just not pleasant to hear. So I want to show you guys some of the audio settings that are possible in this car, so you can see how you can customize your listening experience. So you press the music icon down there, you're presented with Spotify. We're going to do audio Bluetooth listening afterwards. I know that's not the best source, but again, it's not going to be 100% or even 90 or 80% representative of the actual sound you will hear in the cabin, because it's dependent on your sound setup, your speakers, your headphones, and also my microphone setup. So this is in Norwegian. I haven't found a way to put the settings to English in the menu, but here is the balance. So this is where you can center or focus the sound, adjusting the sound stage. I like to focus it to the driver. I found that is the best. I've had this car for a week. I've probably spent close to 20 hours listening to the sound system and fiddling about. And then you have your equalizer. So it's not a traditional equalizer. You have some presets here, which is dynamic, original, movie theater, and then equalizer. So here you can set your different frequencies. I'm not sure about the translation here. I think this, because like bait and other, but this is supposed to be your high frequencies. I think this is more your trebles. This is your bass, and then this is your subwoofer levels, which I don't know. The translation is pretty weird and wonky. As you can see here in my equalizer, what I've been listening to, you can see that I pushed, you know, the low sounds forward for more presentation. I still don't think there is enough punch, enough power in the actual signature of the sound, even when I do these settings. And that is also very clear when I go to dynamic, where you can where you can adjust the treble and the highs a little bit more forward to make the sound, actually a little bit more dynamic. The sound experience, the sound signature, a little bit more dynamic. But I wish there was like some combination, because I want the dynamism of the higher frequencies here, and I also want a little bit of the punch of the lower frequencies that I'm able to set here. So you're not able to, there's not full control here. And then you also have, this is like what they call 3D sound in different cars. I'm not a huge fan. I've tried low and medium settings. When you go too high, or you can also turn it off actually. But I found that a little bit of encompassment does give a little bit of a better sound experience. So this car has 2,250 watts of power in the amplifier, divided by 22 speakers. So you have these awesome Dynaudio tweeters that pop out of the dashboard. I think they look really great, and also for, you know, audio presentation, they're, you know, directed against the driver. But I do think they use this top part to reflect the audio, while other cars may use the screen to reflect the audio. So here at least they have control over the materials that's used for, you know, the high frequencies, while in other cars you use the glass, which may not be the best material. Also, it looks like you also have a tweeter and some mid-range speakers up top here. You have another tweeter there, and then you have your mid-range speakers there, or treble, and then you have your bass speakers here. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speakers, and then you have a few speakers up here. I haven't heard that these actually deliver much sound, so these may actually be microphones. And then on the rear doors, and then you have a subwoofer. I haven't been able to count 22 speakers. I think a lot of these Chinese car manufacturers like to brag about numbers when it comes to the numbers of speakers, and also the number of watts in the amplifier output. Today's video is brought to you by Zaptec, one of the best home chargers on the market. It can charge a car up to 22 kilowatts on AC charging and will work with every electric car on the market, including Tesla. It's stylish, cool, and sleek, and you can order it in a bunch of different colors. It actually won Best in Test in the Norwegian Automobile Association's Test of Chargers in 2022. So if you want to support the channel, go to the link down below, find your country, click the link, and order a Zaptec Go home charger from there.
Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my working. I can leave it on the chances, make it certain. Yeah, I had to lose it all to find my purpose. Yeah, but I won't do that twice, it made me nervous. Let's get to working. I'm like check 1, check 2, gonna get a spin now. One this, one that, gotta be standing. Jokes on you, boy, tell me you're every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up.
Okay, so that was the audio presentation for you guys. Two different songs played, again via MP3 on my phone, so not the best audio source. And of course, this isn't a one-to-one representation of the sound. This is more like an idea of what you can expect. I think like my opinion is more valuable here than the actual audio quality, because that is dependent on my hardware, my recording hardware, my microphone, my camera, my editing software, and then also everything on your guys' end. So it's going to be really hard to represent this one-to-one or even close to one-to-one. But with that being said, this is by far the best sound system in any Chinese car I've tested. First off, it actually has a little bit of power and a little bit of punch. Nothing close to 2,250 watts. I'm just going to say it right out. This is a nice sound system. It is lacking a little bit in the clarity up high, and also a little bit, I wish it had a little bit, could go a little bit deeper down low. But the most things I'm lacking here is the ability to give it a little bit more power, a little bit more juice down low. Just a little bit more bass would just bring the sound system more alive for more types of music. And also the last thing, like the overall output here, it doesn't go loud enough. Like sitting stationary here, listening to music, it is fine. It is fine. It's actually awesome. But on the move, going 100 kilometers an hour, or especially on the motorway at 120 kilometers an hour, this is a very nicely isolated cabin. But you want to, you know, deafen out a little bit of that road noise, and you want to listen to loud music. In my opinion, it doesn't go loud enough. But I'm going to say overall that this sound system is very good. It's not great. It's not as good, in my opinion, as the Bang & Olufsen in the Audi Q8, even though that has less speakers, even though on paper that has less output. That sound system is just a little bit more clearer. It's a little bit more tight in the bass frequency, and also the high frequency aren't, I mean, they are not as bright, which means you can, and also they're clearer, they're rounder. So you can listen to music louder without it being, you know, like painful. So this is a very good sound system, and by far the best sound system in any Chinese car. So this comes, I forgot to say it in the intro, comes as part of a audio and comfort package that is about 40,000 kroners. I think it's absolutely worth it. You get the Nappa leather interior, you get you know, massaging seats front and rear. So I think, you know, that part of the audio package is absolutely worth it. If the sound system alone was like 20,000 kroners or 2,000 euros, I still think that would be worth it. But yeah, it is actually really good, this sound system. So guys, let me know what you think down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.